This is Sims, and we are back with more Hakuoki Kyoto wins in Okita's Path. And so we're like in the middle of chapter 3, so I don't know how long it's gonna go. But anyway, we were wandering around the compound in the middle of the night, and this is now the part where Sonnen takes the stuff and with the thing, and then does the thing and becomes that guy. You know what I mean? He takes the elixir. What is it? The fuck is it? The elixir of life? Is that what it's called? Am I crazy? Whatever. The water of life? What the fuck is it called? Anyway, he's becoming a fury, basically. And we screamed, ah! Because that's what Okita told us to do. And now we've got this weird little random scene in here that was not anything that we saw before. So, even though we screamed before, I don't know. It was then, in that moment of helplessness, that I remembered Okita's words. Well, if you see something scary, just make sure you scream right away, alright? It's like he knew. Did you fucking know? Of course! I could never know what Sonnen felt, but another man devoted to the sword might. I screamed as loud as my lungs allowed, my voice echoing down the halls and across the courtyards of the compound. So I just find this interesting, because we screamed before, right? And we've now gone down not really 3 different paths. So this is our third. But we went down Saito's path the right way. You know what I mean? We did all the right choices. So we kind of did that additive. And we've now kept quiet. We tried to convince him, right? Because that's what we did the first time when I played the game, just winging it the first time through, which gives us points for Sonnen, right? And then in Heisuke's path, and I'm pretty sure in Saito's good route when we did the right things, we screamed, but we never got this little scene. So it is intriguing to me that there are little bits like this that, even though we're making the same choice we've made before, because we're in Okita's path, it's going to be slightly different. So I'm wondering if we get all of our points with Sonnen in the beginning when we, like, plead with him or try to convince him, it'll be slightly different than the first time we did it because we didn't have points with him at the time. So that's fucking amazing. So there's a lot of teensy bits of, I mean, it's only little. It might not take very long to read through this, but it's little tweaks like this where, okay, it's not like, okay, you choose A, you choose B, and it goes this way. We chose B 3 different times now, and it's slightly different. Like, there's slightly different. There's like, okay, then we're going to add a couple of little lines in here because you have a more relationship with this person. But maybe if you choose this option, but you got a relationship with this person, it's going to go slightly different. Slightly different. But I like that. It's that the teensy little tweaks that kind of makes it amazing. Like, there's so much detail. It's kind of, it's like, wow. There's a lot going on here. Anyway, I already read that. Okita! And okay, so that was basically it. It was like a couple of things, but it was still slightly different, and that's really cool. And then he's talking to us. And I'm seriously debating, like, maybe what we should be doing is, like, when we're having a conversation, like, when it's with everybody or blah, 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 other people we skip through, but, like, maybe when we are talking with Okita, we should just not be skipping through. Too late now, you know what I'm saying, but... Well, that's right. That's when we meet that other girl, which she's never seen or heard from again. Like, but then again, we might see her in other paths. You know what I mean? Or like maybe now that we're down Okita's path, we see more. I don't know. Hold on. Where is this? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be slightly different because we're gonna go back to headquarters, like we're supposed to, and we spoke to Heisuke when we were here. We're still supposed to say but we go to Okita. Yay! We have not found out that he has TB yet. That's later. Huh? Spacey? Okita looked up from cleaning his sword as I entered the hall. Weren't you at Nijo Castle? What are you doing here? What are you doing here alone? Well, Oh, I know. You get in trouble? I bet Hijikata sent you back here, huh? Yeah, something like that. You know, when you respond with such a pretty face like that, it's no fun for me to poke all my fun at you. It's no fun for me to poke all my fun at you. That sounds a little inappropriate. Context. I mean, you're poking all your fun at me. It's no fun to poke all my fun. Is that like a euphemism for, like, what are you? Awkward sentence is awkward. Like, I know I'm reading way too much into it, but it's no fun to poke all my fun at you. What? You're like, in English, please? I mean, in Japanese, please? Because I don't speak whatever language you're speaking, because it's not English or Japanese right now. So, all right, you better tell me what happened. Well, still feeling upset, I told Okita about the incident that unfolded at Nijo Castle. When you respond with such a a pouty face like that. I thought he said pretty. Okay, I read it wrong. I was like, did we just gloss over the fact that he said a pouty face? Well, yeah, but still. Okay, it's not as good. I was like, wait a minute. Did he say we were pretty? Scroll back up. No, he didn't. Okay, Spacey right there. Wishful thinking, but still. Anyway. The minute I mentioned Kazama's name, Okita's eyes lit up. I see. Chikage Kazama. He was there, huh? If only I'd known they were going to show up. No way Kondo could have kept me here. What? Of course he could have. No, you're sick. Hijikata told you to rest. Oh, shut up, will ya? It's all your fault. The medicine you gave me totally doesn't work. Okita! For just a moment, all colors but one faded away. I forgot about demons and castles upon seeing one thing. The sticky red splatter across Okita's hand and mouth. Are you okay? I'll get someone. Ice skate! No. His voice was rough and strained, but filled with unexpected rage. He wiped the blood from his mouth and glared at me over the top of his hand. From under his bangs, his eyes, burning with anger, nailed me to the floor. Oh God, scary. Forget about what you just saw. It's nothing. It just hurt my throat. Back when I was in Edo, I was helping my father out at his clinic. There were a few times where I'd seen patients who coughed up blood from coughing too much. But what I just saw was something else. Okita, did you not hear me just now? I told you to forget about it. He was so adamant about me not helping him, so it was difficult to know how to react. What could I tell him? Wait, I won't tell anyone. Okay, well because I was confused, I had to pause for a second because there is a couple choices ago we chose but ... and that's this, and I was like, wait, okay. I won't tell anyone. But please, for me, get some rest today. Please. He's like, no, I know, we love you. We could have chosen anything. Thank you. Besides, I probably couldn't make it to Nijo in time anyway. Ugh, seriously bad timing. He grumbled and complained like a child, but before long I'd convinced him to lay down and rest. The words of the men who claimed to be demons lingered in my heart. There were so many things for me to be worried about. However, more than any of that, I was just worried about the sick man in front of me. I continued to eye Okita, who slept with his back faced toward me as I watched the dawn slowly emerge through the long, cold night. Since then, once the rest of the men returned, there was a meeting among the captains. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. We're doing all... we're supposed to say yes, please. Okay. And we say we're worried about Okita and we follow him. Of course we would do that. Mouse! Ah! Bitchy McBitcherson over there. I can't believe I have to clean him. Too pretty to clean. He is prettier than us, which is just scary. We're a girl and he probably looks better in a dress. Anyway. Oh, we're supposed to catch up. Because if we go around, we get points with Saito. Okay, catch up it is. There you go. I figured my best course of action was to follow them and hope I could catch up. And there they were. Just like Shimada had said, I could see Okita and the doctor sitting on a bench talking. Their expressions were grim, so I kept distance and hid as well as I could. Eavesdropping was not something I was proud of, but I had a terrible feeling about Okita. I'll be honest with you, Okita. You have tuberculosis. For a second, my heart stopped. A shiver ran down my spine, and suddenly I felt very, very cold. Did he just say... I had a feeling that was it. A real thing, huh? The famous disease. Okita has... You weren't surprised. Well, it's my body, Doc. It's hard to imagine a cold would last this long. Okita has tuberculosis? It was all I could do to keep from screaming. My whole body shook. Gotta tell you, though, I'm not used to getting health advice from doctors, you know? This isn't a laughing matter. Don't be fooled. I'm scared shitless, believe me. The best medicine for tuberculosis is rest. I suggest you leave the Shinsengumi and eat nutritional foods to keep your energy. Sorry, no can do. Look, this is serious. If you don't deal with this, you might be fine now, but eventually you won't even be able to get up from your bed. Then I'll be here until then. I put my sword before my body, even if I cough up blood. Why are you so desperate to stay here? I'm the Shinsengumi's sword. Me being here is my everything. Oh. I'm here to kill anyone who stands against the Shinsengumi. Simple as that. I understand. If your condition worsens, then you may end up causing trouble for your friends. You understand that, don't you? If you insist on staying, then you must agree to do as I tell you. If you won't, then I'll tell Kondo about your condition. I think we both know what he'll do. Man, that means I'm gonna have to take some really disgusting medicine, doesn't it? Of course. Man, sucks that it's you that found out. Okita fury, but I was listening in a state of shock. Okita's going to die? My chest was tight and breathing had become an effort. I leaned heavily against a nearby beam and struggled to hear the rest of their conversation. Masumoto went quiet, his eyes looking off into the distance. Okita grinned and nudged him. Look, Doc, please don't tell Kondo and the guys about this, okay? Promise? He was quiet for a long time. At last he sighed and his shoulders slumped. Well, I suppose there are certain things that not everyone needs to know. There's something else I've been keeping secret. Just can't bring myself to tell her. He looked up at the sky for a moment. There's a rumor that Koto is working for a group of extremists, some of the imperialist Ronin. How could I tell her that? The news of Okita's illness had me so scattered I almost cried out at this new piece of intelligence. My father, working with nationalists? Then Dr. Masumoto did know something about where my father was. Well, sometimes you get the bear. And sometimes the bear gets you. Yes, I know. Well, I'll be around more in the future to come by and check on you. Don't push yourself too much, all right? Thanks, Doc. I was lost in thought for a few moments, and when I finally looked up, Masumoto was already gone. Okita had tuberculosis. Father was working with the men who wanted to overthrow the shogunate. My head was spinning. It was so much to take in. Just then... Spacey? I suddenly heard him say my name and I froze. Wait, did he know I was here the whole time? My heart resumed beating, but was now beating so quickly that it seemed to burst my chest. Come on, Spacey. You can come out now. His deep eyes were looking straight toward me. So Okita had noticed I was here this whole time. I braced myself and approached him. It's all right. Come sit down over here. He grinned coolly and patted the bench next to him. I couldn't bear to look into his eyes. All right. My eyes trained purposely on the ground at my feet. I slowly lowered myself onto the bench. I have no eyes! Look at how fucking pretty he is. He's like, I'm gonna die, but I'm pretty. Like, he's just like smiling, like, yeah, that's cool, like, whatever. Like, oh my god. The silence was maddening. My head felt somehow light and heavy at the same time, as if it might sink into my stomach or float away like a balloon. The silence was unbearable, so I spoke out. You didn't buy the crap that doctor was saying, did you? Come on, do I really look like I'm sick? Yes? His words were defensive, as if he needed to tell himself that it weren't true. I was at a loss. Man, that doctor sure is a jokester. How often does someone sick look this good? And he was just messing around. I wish he would have said it at a more appropriate time. I mean, he has a bunch of gullible chumps to which he's attending, so they'll believe anything. Oh God, you're in denial. It's adorable. And sad. Was it really all a joke? No. This was a doctor who was recognized in his field by the shogun, and it's unlikely he was wrong. Even so... You're a doctor's daughter, right? If I really had tuberculosis, you would have realized it way sooner, right? If you of all people didn't think anything of it, then I'm in the clear. It's just a mixed diagnosis. Considering Okita's condition, I couldn't imagine trying to burst his bubble. Nothing I could say would make the situation better. You won't tell anyone, right? If you tell anybody, then I'll probably have to kill you after all. I'd heard those words many times before, often delivered in a cheerful, casual tone. If I got in the way, he'd kill me. If I wasn't useful, he'd kill me. And every time I'd heard them, I'd been terrified by how serious he was. But this time he only sounded sad. You say that so much, Okita. I could feel the tears welling up in my eyes, but no, this wasn't the time. With a mighty effort, I swallowed the sob building in my chest. He gave me an odd, crooked smile. Yeah, I guess I do. He stood up. After a second's hesitation, I followed suit. Okita, for the first time since I'd sat down, I looked straight into his eyes. What? My mind was still reeling from everything I just learned, but I had to give him an answer. I won't tell anyone about your illness. I promise. Thanks. His smile was gentle and as honest as I'd ever seen from him. After he left, I stood alone in the courtyard. Bird, what are you doing? He's like sitting on my shoulder, but he's like leaning forward, like staring at me. Like, you're being creepy. Like, normally he just sits on your shoulder, but he's like literally leaning. It's like he's like, am I in your vision? Can you see me? Hi. Are you trying to reach for something? Or are you just trying to get me to pay attention to you? What is wrong with you? I'm trying to pet you now and you're being weird and now you're running away from me. Like, what are you doing? Fucking weird. The bird is so fucking weird. I mean, I really can't expect anything different, right? He lives with me, but after he left, I stood alone in the courtyard. It was the first time Okita thanked me for anything. By all rights, I should have been happy, ecstatic even, but instead I felt miserable because he's thanking you for keeping it quiet that he's gonna die. I mean, how is he gonna get over this? My heart was a stone in my chest and my stomach felt as if it had twisted itself nearly in half. Okita. A stray breeze caressed my cheek. It felt cold. It's okay, we'll be with you to the end. Which will probably be a long, healthy life, unlike everybody else who has tuberculosis. I'm just saying. I don't want to know. The next game better not end with him dying, okay? Like, you're going down his path and it's like, and then he died and left me alone. Fuck that! This is not How I Met Your Mother. We're not going to spend this whole entire time and then be like, we finally got to be with Okita. Now he's dead. And okay, I'm going to go date Saito now? All right. Like, it's like, pick your second. Oh, okay. That's how it works. Halfway through Okita's path in the second game, he dies. And it's like, so who did you want to be the Robin in this game? Who did you want to be the, like, your second? You get to pick, oh, okay. End up with someone else. Just make the rounds through all of them until they're all dead. I mean, Jesus. We are supposed to say the Furies. Okay. I did just click on the Furies, right? Oh my god. Hope I did. Okita. We'll probably get a lot more difference because now, go find the others. Yes, someone neutral. Okay. I don't know, chapter 4 might be. We have one more choice here. You're really good with your hands. March 1867. With the beginning of the new year came the end of Kyoto's harsh, freezing winter. A bright sun shone in the sky, and for the first time in a long while, I felt the warmth of its rays. Did we not get to play in the snow? Or is the snow in chapter 4? When is the... Wait. Pause. 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 Nope. Wait. Nope. That's... Nope. I need to... This is... Hajime. Hold on. Oh, man. This would be the plan... Oh, Oh, we don't get to play in the snow with Okita? That would be dangerous, though. So, okay. Because this is the point where we would normally get the winter scene. I was like, wait, we didn't get the winter scene. Like, do you want to build a snowman? So we're going to have to ask him, like, do you want to build a straw man? Because it's not winter anymore. It'd be too cold for you to go outside, and you would probably die. And then we couldn't love you anymore. Oh my God. Oh, I'm on crack. This would be because the last choice that we would get, because I just scrolled down to Saito's thing and was like, do you want to play? Like, is the last choice in this chapter. But obviously, Okita shouldn't be out in the motherfucking snow. So that's why we're going to get like a nice springtime playtime with him, I guess. So we get to run through the pretty spring leaves. I don't know. It's not as much fun, but anyway. There was no question. It was a beautiful afternoon. Because Okita's going to be there. At least I hope that's a choice. It could be something else. I don't know. Oh, hello, Yukimura. Quite a nice day today, isn't it? There you are. Did you hear that, like, our running is funny? I hurried over toward him. Oh, hello, Inoue. Are you here with Kondo?
Yes, I am. We're taking a stroll around the compound together.
We'd like to go outside. But even if we leave without permission, I've no doubt Toshi would be terribly upset. You're probably right. He sounded so adorable when he said it that I couldn't help but laugh. Such is life, though. When are you out and about? Well, why are you out and about?
Is something wrong? You don't seem like you're cleaning up or anything.
Right. Hijikata sent me to find you, Kondo. Oh, and I apologize for the inconvenience. Did he say what he needed me for? Is there some matter of business I must attend to? No, he didn't. I shook my head and Kondo frowned slightly and thought, could it be about Soji? My heart jumped.
Soji? Did he do something?
Not exactly, but he's been rather under the weather lately. His cold has dragged on for so long now. I think Toshi is concerned.
Yes, he is something of a worrier.
That is so not his fucking voice. I don't know what happened. I literally just made him like a goblin. I'm so sorry. I can't anyway. I didn't feel right trying to assert myself in the conversation, so I kept my mouth shut and listened. Okita didn't have a cold. He had tuberculosis. How many people even knew the truth? Was I really the only person in his confidence? However accidental? In any event, I suppose I ought to go see him. Thank you for telling me, Yukimura. Oh, I guess I'll be going back to my room.
Thank you. Thank you, dearie.
Thank you? I can't do fucking Gen's voice anymore. I can't. I don't know. I bowed to both of them, turned around, and headed back. My mind was a whirlwind of thoughts as I made my way to my room. Then out of nowhere... Spacey! What are you doing here? Huh? My head snapped up at the sound of his voice. I spun around to find him sitting on the steps looking at me. But there was something that caught my attention. Just look at that! He's just like, hi. His hair's all down. Look at that! I'm sorry! That come hither like, looking over my shoulder with my hair all tousled around like, hi. Like, what the fuck? Oh, I laugh because it works. It works on me. I'd be like, hi. Anyway. Is something wrong, Spacey? Surprised to see me here. Come on, what's that face for? Not even gonna say hi? I'm not dead yet. Ah! So we start crying. You! He tilted his head back and laughed, his hair blowing softly in the breeze. It was a very different sort of look for him, which was enough to unbalance me, but it was also quite clear he'd just come from a bath. Why are you outside dressed like that? And your hair is wet! Well, it was nice and warm today, and I haven't had a chance to bask in the sun in goddamn forever. But aren't you still sick? Yeah, my fever's gone down, though. That doesn't mean it's okay for you to... I was pretty sweaty after all that sleeping, so I took a bath. I was pretty sweaty after this, so I got all sudsy and washed down my sexy body. I just feel like he'd be that person to say things like that. You're like, stop making me imagine things, you son of a bitch. On purpose, just to be like, are you thinking about me naked now? All the time. Like, look at that face he's giving you. He's still like, this is my bedroom eyes face. Are you thinking of me in the bath now? Uh-huh. You're like, shut up, you asshole. You're gonna die. This is not a time for joking, you ass. It's just him, right? After that, I wanted to cool down, so I came out here. I don't care how nice the weather is. It's still March. You're gonna give yourself another cold. That's funny, Spacey. You don't look like an especially nosy, hand-wringing version of my mother. Oh my god! Ow! Oh, stabbed through the heart. You don't look like an especially nosy, hand-wringing version of my mother. Or much like Hijikata. I wasn't quite sure what to say to that, although I was beginning to understand how Hijikata likely felt. What are you doing? He looked up, already halfway through tying back his still damp hair. You have to dry your hair, your head's gonna get cold. I grabbed his towel and began to scrub his head. Hey, Spacey, do people ever call you pushy? Well, I don't think I always am. I'm probably pushy because I'm dealing with you. Why are you always like this? I feel like I remember a time when you were nice and quiet. I ground my teeth. He knew he was sick, but he wasn't taking care of himself at all. Okay, I think it's dry now, Spacey. Hey! Oh, but I want to see his hair down again. He ducked out from under my hands and quickly tied his hair up. I stared at him at a loss for words. He frowned a little and turned away. Now you're quiet. This is... Does this mean you're done whining? Or did you want to talk to me about something? No, that's not... I meant... You're really good with your hands. We're supposed to... That is the most random fucking thing. Like, did you want to talk to me about something? Like, you're the one that called out to me, first of all, and then we're going to be like, oh my god, you're going to die, and like, you're really good with your hands. I'm sorry, I was just looking for where left field was, because I came out of left field, and I wouldn't even know left field was anywhere near here. That's how fucking far out this was. Okay. Well, I was supposed to say that. I was just thinking that you're pretty good with your hands. You tied your hair up so quickly. Really? I didn't think it was that impressive. Maybe I'm just used to it. I mean, I've probably tied it up like that 1,000... He stopped mid-sentence and turned to stare at me. I mean, seriously, how hard is it to throw your hair up in a ponytail, for fuck's sake? I mean, girls do it all the time. What's wrong? Spacey, I have a question for you. Oh? Nothing, important, so don't put too much thought into it. What do you think of my hair? How it looks, I mean. What? It was the last thing I could ever imagine hearing from Okita, or any of the captains for that matter. But he looked entirely serious, so I did my best to answer honestly. I think it looks good. I don't know quite how to explain it, but it's very... you. What do you think of my hair? I want to run my fingers through it? Like, what kind of a question is... That's a vain, weird question, but... good. Thanks, Spacey. No problem. I felt myself blush at a smile. Just calling it like I see it. I don't think you really need to thank me for that. Well, you made me happy, so I thought the right thing to do was to say thanks. Actually, I might as well let you in on a secret. Oh? Another one? I'd be like... I put my hand on him and be like, honey, I'm already keeping the biggest secret. I don't need another one. I can't hold another secret in here. I don't have room with the illness thing. Like, I don't have enough room with the giant TB secret, okay? Like, I'm sort of copying Kondo's. His hair, I mean. He looked somewhere halfway between proud and embarrassed. Yeah, I didn't realize it before, but it does look like his. No, it doesn't. We're gonna have to look at Kondo when we see him. Don't tell anybody else, okay? They'd all just make fun of me. Okay, sure. I wasn't used to seeing Okita so relaxed and easygoing, and he just got a butterfly point with me. Like, oh, so sweet you trusted me. Perhaps he wasn't quite as cruel as I'd originally thought. The nervous feeling in my stomach that he usually caused was nowhere to be found. I'm sorry for bothering you like that. I'll just go back to my room. I spun around and walked away as quickly as I could. I'd climbed the stairs and was on my way down the hall when... Spacey! I turned around to see him walking down the hall. He looked around furtively to see if anyone else was within earshot and then leaned in. It looks like you haven't told anyone about, my condition. Yeah, of course, I promised. I'm just a little surprised. You're pretty honest. I didn't actually expect you to do that. Only supposed to be soldiers that care about my duty and stuff. He looked almost sad. I didn't keep my promise because I felt like I owed you. I looked at him straight in the eyes and said that. I mean, if I tell anyone, you'll kill me, right? I don't want to die, so I'll never tell anyone. Your secret's safe. I feel like we're like, right, you'll kill me, so I mean, I just don't want to tell anyone. Like, I feel like we'd say that slightly joking like that, you know? His eyes narrowed, and for a few moments he just looked at me. Yeah, I guess that was our deal. If you made any trouble by spreading that little tidbit around, then I'd kill you. I hope you make sure it stays a secret then, Spacey. I wouldn't want to have to make good on that deal. I know, I will, but I chose my words carefully. I know you're not just doing this to be stubborn, but if you want to do the things you want to do, you have to take care of yourself. Please. I've been curious about this for a while now, but why are you so worried about me, Spacey? To be honest, I'm not really sure. So I'm really wondering... To me, I feel like we're at the point now where we're like, yeah, I mean, you know, because I didn't tell anyone because you might kill me, right? And he's like, yeah, I wouldn't want to have to kill you, like joking. But there's something in the conversation that makes it sound like, was he really like? She's like, you said you were gonna kill me and I don't want to die. He's like, yeah, you better keep your up your deal or I will kill you. I kind of feel like we're at a point where like we're okay to be like, well, I mean, I just don't want to die. And he's like, yeah, because I would totally kill you, and we know it's not true. We both know we're like, yeah, you would never kill me, whatever. Like. Maybe I'm totally reading it wrong, but like, now I'm confused. Like, is she really worried that he's gonna kill her? And he is like, yeah, I would totally kill you if you told anyone. Like, he's still angry and douchey. Because I feel like he's like, I'm not gonna fucking kill you. And she's like, I know you're not gonna fucking kill me, but it's fun to joke around about it. But that's our little inside joke. As disturbing as it is, but... There was no avoiding that he was a frightening man, and indeed often a cruel one as well. But I still found myself wanting desperately for him to live. I couldn't tell if it was just pity or something else. I really don't get you. You've got to... Suddenly his voice seemed to choke itself off, and he hunched forward. Okita! His body shook with each cough, and I ran toward him, but he shoved my hand away. Ow, that's not nice. Don't touch me, alright? I'm fine. But he turned away and stalked off down the hallway. It was easy to forget the disease that was even now eating away at Okita's body. He was, in all appearances, in fine health. That easy ignorance, however, was what made reminders of his condition all the more painful. I felt my hands tighten into fists as I stood there in the hallway, alone and helpless. Chapter 4. I mean, we've been here for a couple of fucking years now, is all I'm saying, right? Damn it, Okita, stop being a dick. So I guess he was serious, like, I don't want you to kill me. And he's like, yeah, because I totally fucking would. And you're like, probably. That makes me sad. You know what? Why do I love you so much, goddammit? Oh, Okita. But he's got such a sweet face. He's got this face that's like, hey, like, I'm totally gonna kill you. Like, nice. And you're like if Hijikata was like, if it was Hijikata, right? And he was like, I'll fucking kill you if you tell anyone. You'd be like, no, I believe that you would kill me. But like, Okita says it was such a, like, the sweet face of his. And you're like, I think you're joking, but you're not. Oh God, I'd be so dead. I can't read him. Like, we are supposed to worry about the soldiers, which we did. And we are supposed to say someone neutral. If I wanted a fair assessment, I needed to talk to a neutral party. And my best guess, that would mean Okita. He was close to Kondo and Hijikata, of course, but he seemed to stay largely aloof from political disputes. Perhaps he'd be able to give me a rational explanation. Oh, ahem. The SY got me confused because we're Spacey Yukamura and he's Susumu Yamazaki, so. Oh, Yukamura, were you going somewhere? Yes, I was on my way to Okita's. Oh, to Okita, huh? You need something from him? Yes, I suppose. I wanted to ask him something. Do you know where he is? I think he's over in the courtyard. Thanks, I'll go see if I can find him. Just don't forget you were hurt last night. You can't push yourself too hard. Yes, I know. Just as Yamazaki said, Okita was in the courtyard. It's going to be really hard to do his voice in his path, is all I'm saying. Because, like, I wanted him to have the, like, yeah, more quiet, broody voice. But I can't. It's going to be really hard to do that because like, I can feel it reverberating in my throat. And it's, like, really weird. But I'll do my best. He stood, gazing out across the garden. I felt like he's more like the quiet. He's got a deep voice and it's quiet. It's quiet and deep. Quiet. Doesn't talk much. He stood, gazing out across the garden. In a way, he looked more like an innocent child than Soji Okita, feared Ronin of Kyoto. Okita... Damn. I didn't even sense your presence until you said something. Must be getting rusty. At this rate, you'll kill me before I kill you. If that were to happen, though, I'd be turning in my grave. Please don't joke like that. I know you're not feeling well. So I got a bit of a cough. Doesn't mean anything. Yeah, you're coughing up blood. You're gonna cough up a lung, you asshole. Anyway, what'd you need? Huh? Well, I don't think you came here to lecture me on my health. You want something? No, you want something. Yeah, okay. Oh, right. I heard that Ito and some of the men are leaving, so... Did you hear that Saito and Heisuke are going with him too? Yeah, next time we run into him, we'll have to kill each other. He said it so casually that for a moment, I don't know why I just said that in like such a deeper voice than I don't know, I just got confused for a second. For a moment, I was at an utter loss for words. I think I was thinking Yamazaki's voice in my head so much and like trying to make sure we could do his voice deep that I just pawned it off on Okita here for a second. Sorry. Oh my god. Kill each other? Are you serious? This is Heisuke and Saito we're talking about. Well, if they aren't my enemies, then I probably won't have to kill them. But if they end up fighting the Shinsengumi, they won't be getting any favors from me. But you've been friends for so long. That doesn't matter. I'm the sword of the Shinsengumi. Well, no, you're useless. You keep talking, you're the sword of the Shinsengumi. You're the sword of the Shinsengumi. But you've done absolutely motherfucking nothing. Nothing! Nothing. Nothing. In every pitch and timbre I could possibly manage, which is not very much anymore because I've broken my voice, you have done nothing. You just sit around moping, coughing up blood, whatever. Stop being a grandma. Get your ass in gear. I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean? Like for somebody, I'm tough and I'm the sort of shit, and it's like, yeah, but you do nothing because you're sick. So they really fucked you up. It's like you're super important, but you're just dying. That's so terrible. It's awful. I'm just assuming because they're supposed to all be based on like real people that this is probably like the truth. Like, well, I mean, he was really awesome at one point, but then at a certain point he had tuberculosis and then he died. And it was like, so that's where we jump into the story? That's sad. And Sonnen used to be awesome and play with kids, which is weird, and I want to see that, but now he's going to be grumpy, angry, like, zombie dude. Man. Came at a really shitty time is all I'm saying. Like, if we came to the Shinsengumi like a few years beforehand, obviously we would have been way too young, but I'm just saying, like, let's just, you know, hop in our TARDIS, meet them a little earlier, when we're still the same age. It's fine. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I'm the sword of the Shinsengumi. Sword of the Shinsengumi. Yep, swords don't think. They don't decide whether it's right or wrong to kill someone. When the order's given, you kill, no matter who they are. That's my job. Didn't you know? There wasn't a hint of doubt in his words. I'm sure Okita would be able to kill anyone who opposed... opposes him without a bat of an eye. But those thoughts were just too heavy for me. Thank you. All I could do was bow to him and walk away. Oh. My wound healed fast, blah, blah, blah. And I wonder what's going to happen. Like, oh, I'm sure... Like, we ended up having our little date with Heisuke, right? And then, in Saito's path, he came and took care of us when we were sick. So I wonder what's going to happen. Okay, so we're supposed to... Obviously, I wonder what happens if we say no. Like... You know what I mean? Like, in every path, she's like, asking us, like... Her question, like... One of these gentlemen, you like one of these boys? And we're like, no. Yeah, I mean... She's like, I couldn't make you leave then. One of these lovely gentlemen? We are supposed to go find the others. I have to go, Shimada. I can't let you do that. The commander made sure I don't let you come out. Those demons are here for me. If anyone gets hurt, maybe they'll listen to me. That's why they're here, right? What if I can convince them to leave peacefully? Please, I'm begging you, let me go. We know that they're here for me. So if I could convince them, maybe Kazama and the others would hear me out. Shimada's brow furrowed, and his mouth drew into a tight line, but at last he sighed, shaking his head. Fine. If you're going to be that insistent, I don't think there's anything else I can do. I was told to protect you, though. So if you're going, then so am I. Is that all right with you? That'll be fine. We ran out of the house, and then I paused momentarily, unsure of where to go. This way, Yukimura. The second he said that, something passed right in front of my eyes. Oh god, he better not die. His big body flew. Ugh! He flew several yards through the air, then hit the ground hard, sliding another few feet before lying still. Shimada! It all happened so quickly. I tried to run up to him, but then... Just where do you think you're going? That voice! Yep. Future boyfriend. Oh, it's my boyfriend. Not in this path, but I want to do his path at some point because, like, he's an evil son of a bitch, and I just don't want to do it at the end because I'll be sad. Like, I feel like we need to get it over with and be like, I betrayed the Shinsengumi, this is terrible. In the same instant that I recognized his voice, I felt his arm snake around my neck to pull me in. I struggled, but his grip was as immovable as steel. Let go of me! I heard the Yase clan had visited you tonight. I'm sure they got you up to speed. You're a noble demon. It's beneath you to lay in the nest full of pathetic fakes. Come with me. It was obvious that he was referring to when he mentioned fakes. You've seen the pitiful attempts at manufacturing demons, have you not? Do you really think it necessary to help them in creating such abominations, just to carry out their sick agenda and self-interests? I couldn't find a response. For obvious reasons, I wasn't necessarily in favor of the existence of Furies, but there are times when you have no other choice. Still, as an outsider, I'm in no position to say. And more than anything else, my father was the one responsible for the serum. I'll take responsibility in my father's place. No, we're not saying that. We're supposed to be like, you don't even know anything! You don't even know anything about the Shinsengumi situation! So what? Even if I were to entertain their excuses, would you be asking me to turn a blind eye? Well, yeah. Just then. Breaking into our headquarters, huh? Takes balls. Hichikana. I love when you swear and say balls. I know he didn't swear this time, but I just love that he swears a lot and he says balls. That's great. That girl named Sen or whatever. You. This isn't a gathering place for demons. Fun's over now, pal. Are you ready? Hey man, I heard you're barging into our place to get yourself a wife. You think you'd get the point by now after all these rejections. I guess demons are very persistent. Hichikata! Harada! Behind them I could see Yamazaki and several other Shinsengumi soldiers. Some men were missing, though. Had they been injured by the demons? Perhaps even killed? Probably. You fools have no idea of her worth. Demons are best fit to be with demons. She's most valuable when used by a fitting partner. That is disgusting. I can't believe we're gonna all go with him at some point and be like, okay with this. She's more valuable when used by a fitting partner. Ew! Gross! I'm not just an egg sac here for you to fertilize. Like, nastiness. You are icky. Like, like, you're cute and you're evil, but you say inappropriate, appalling things, and I just don't know. It's like, you're lucky that you were somewhat attractive. But, like, see, he should have been one of the... There's some of the, like, the really asshole guys that are pretty. He should have been one of those, because you'd be like, oh, then, you'd be like, oh, that's appalling, but I'm okay with it. It's more appalling. He's not as pretty as he could be. He could be prettier and it'd be less appalling, but... No, it would still be just as appalling, but we'd accept it a little bit easier. Now it's like, no, honey, I need... Treat me a little better. You want me to have your demon spawn? Ugh. Like, wow. So you decide to take her against her will just because you're too scared of the rejection you'll get from flat out asking her out, huh? You're so lame and creepy. Yes, oh, Sanosuke, I love you. She's worthless to you as a hostage. Even if you take her as a hostage, we'd kill you regardless without any hesitation. I have no intention of using her as leverage. I wouldn't have to, anyway, with the likes of you. The ring of men around him began to draw in. I could feel the tension build like a rope being pulled taut. Soon it would reach its breaking point. You don't know, I don't know why. They're like, wait a minute, why are we fighting to keep... Because we're all kind of sort of in love with her. Okay, I just wanted to make sure why we're... Because let him have her, like, do we really need her? She's kind of a pain in our ass. No, bye, Felicia. Like, I mean, seriously. Like, I don't know. Try to escape. I wonder... So we're obviously going to do this at some point. Obviously in Hijikata's route, probably in Sano's route, because, they're both here. So one of them trusts them, try to attack, try to escape. Like, how is try to escape beneficial for Okita? I don't know, but that's what it says to do, so that's what we're doing. I twist my body back and forth, gathering up all the strength I can manage to pull against Kazama's hold. But it was no use. Of course it's not. This is pointless. Even with demon strength, a male is stronger than a female. That's unfortunate. We can't even kick his ass. Kazama picked me up and easily bypassed the circle everyone had formed around him. Is this the end? No. Is Kazama just going to abduct me like this? Just when I was about to give up. I am Asami Kondo, chief of the Shinsengumi. Kondo appeared out of the dark, bounding across the grounds. Shh, you should have come silently, sweetie, like screaming. The head of the Shinsengumi's chief will make an acceptable trophy, I suppose. No! Stay calm, Yukimura. I'll save you. Kondo, be careful. He's not human. I know that. Yeah! Kondo's aura was filled with a fighting spirit as he charged toward Kazama. If he dies, guys. He swung heavily. Obviously, though, he probably can't because that would be in every other path. We'd be like, Kondo is dead! And we'd be like, what? Yeah, so. Kazama easily sidestepped Kondo's attack. I'm not done yet. Sparks flew from the metallic clang of their blades. Kazama didn't look like he was phased at all as he intercepted Kondo's attack. Not bad for a human. I guess the title of chief of the Shinsengumi isn't just for show. Kondo's sword tore through the air again, his face the picture of a furious god. His face the picture of a furious god. How artsy we're getting with some of these words, right? Kazama blocked his strike, but with me in one arm, he couldn't go on the offensive. You will return her to us! Ha! Gah! Oh! Did he get a hit on him? The sheer power of Kondo's next blow drove Kazama back a few precious steps. Just then, Okita. Ah! Okay. I felt myself thrown to the side away from Kazama, like, ah! My body flew into the air, and suddenly, I found myself on the floor, like, ow, bitch! I'd be like, that is definitely not the way to get me to like you, bitch. Throw me aside. Not like, drop me. It's like, just toss me aside like rubbish. I'm second guessing wanting to date you ever. I mean, we have to go down this path at some point, but like, man, your inappropriate conversations about using me for your demon spawn and then just chucking me aside like garbage. Say you scared my bird because I literally like chucked. And he just like, ah! My bird gets scared very easily. He's fucking weird. Are you alright? No matter. Hurry, get up. Yes. Yamazaki offered me a hand to pull myself up. He's like, are you okay? Who cares? Get the fuck up. At least he asked. Better than fucking Chicago over there just tossing us aside. With me out of his grasp, Kazama was able to fight freely and had begun to push Kondo back. Something wrong? You look out of breath. I have enough breath to fight you. Hi, Bird. Yamazaki's brow furrowed as he was observing the battle, but it seemed he couldn't stand there anymore. Yukimura, I want you to hide in the building. You must not come out, you understand? But... If you're here, the chief won't be able to fight without being distracted. Hurry. Okay, please be safe. I mean, I'll be like, you got it, bud. I ran into the compounds. He told me to hide, but where am I supposed to go? Okita's room. Aha! A door for the room over seems to be open. I ran in. It's in Okita's room. Gah! You know it's Okita. Come on. Something caught my foot and I fell forward. Ah! I was so taken aback that I screamed. Huh? What's going on? I should have hit the ground hard, but I didn't. And I felt something soft under me. We tripped over him. We fell on top of him. Please give me a CG. I gotta admit, I didn't figure you for this type of girl. The voice came from below me. Please don't tell me it's... Oh my god. Look at how embarrassed and goofy she looks. But look at how fucking sexy he is. Look at those cat eyes. Those sexy cat bedroom eyes. Like, he's like... Hey. And we're like... Eh. That is so, like, scared anime face. Like, oh my god. Okita? Didn't think I'd be getting pushed down into bed tonight. Least of all by you. Oh, no. This is just a mistake. I didn't mean... Yamazaki, it was an accident? I realized I was babbling and shut my mouth. I just like how he's like, I didn't think I'd be getting pushed down into bed tonight, especially by you. You're like, well, you get pushed down into bed a lot by the girls in Shimabara. Well, okay, I don't want to know that either, okay? An accident, huh? Really? This is sexy. I love this. Ah! He's like, I like it. Those petals mean we get points with him. It's like a butterfly thing. But we already are maxed, so it's okay. Tell me, how is it on top of me? Does it feel good? Huh? Oh, I've been so busy trying to think up an excuse, I hadn't realized I was still on top of him. Like, what a fucking... Tell me, how is it on top of me? Does it feel good? Yes, it feels fucking amazing, but... I'm sorry. Out of extreme embarrassment, I leapt off. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hey, come on. It hurts me when you apologize. Makes me think you hate me or something. No, it's not that. I was just, embarrassed. For some reason, I couldn't get myself to say that out loud. I'd be like, no, it's just because I really didn't actually enjoy being that close to you and I want to kiss you right now. And throw you down in the bed and have my way with you. But you know that's not going to happen. Like, ever. Because this game won't let me get anything. I also don't want to read those scenes. We had to read them in Mystic Destinies. It was like, this is so awkward, guys. Like, it's awkward enough for me when they're like, I love you. Or, I love you, Spacey. Oh, fucking A. I can't believe I have to read that. That's what we want, but it's so awkward. And then it'd be so much worse when they're like, we made passionate love. Oh, sweet God. I can't believe I have to read this out loud. Anyway, the clangs of swords were resounding all through the compound. And I'm just sitting here looking at him going, I wish I was on top of you. And then some. But, it's getting pretty serious out there. The demon showed up. Yes, that's right. Yeah, I know. I want to go out there and fight too. But if I go out, Kondo will get mad at me. Okita looked a little sad and he looked out at the compound and be like, well, how about you stay in here with me? And then if they come in here to get me, then you have a reason to fight because you're protecting me. Yeah? Maybe you'll get some action, maybe not. And if you don't get any fighting action, I can jump on top of you again and you get action that way. Yeah? No? I'm just... Alright, I'll leave. I'll see myself out. Kondo's out there though, right? Yes, but he's fighting one of the demons. Don't worry about him. He's an amazing swordsman. Way better than me. Okita's eyes shone with admiration for Kondo. That's so adorable. There's no question that he trusted him to win. I wonder why Okita trusts Kondo as much as he does. As such thoughts crossed my mind, I like, and then he's just there. Sup. Like, Yukimura, are you safe? Yamazaki ran in out of breath. It's a good thing he didn't run in while we were on top of Okita. He would have run in and been like, I told you to go inside. I did not tell you to bone Okita. And you're like, it's not what you think. I slipped and fell on top of him, and it just happened. Like, literally, I tripped over him. Oh, Yamazaki, how is it? Is Kazama... We managed to make them retreat. I don't think they'll be returning for the night. Really? Oh, what a relief. Until tomorrow. Fuck. Just kidding. See? I told you. Okita smiled, but there was a hint of sadness in his eyes. He's like, I didn't get to fight, and she got off of me. Aww. Poor Okita. It's just not his year. Not his 3 years. Maybe it was because he wanted to fight alongside Kondo. Yukimura, return to your room. You should rest. All right. Good night, Okita. Yeah, good night. He's like, yeah, I miss you already. Okita waved, and I returned to my room. Okay. So we do get a lot of additional scenes. So, wow. So, yeah, I'm impressed. So we get... They might only be like 5 parts. What in part? How many parts was Heisuke's route? I don't really know. I just want to see something. It was only 6 parts. So, okay. And I'm thinking Okita's will probably max be 5 because we're at the we're on, what, on the second part now? I think so. And I guess we could go a little bit longer. We're at about time. I don't want to go too far in, you know what I mean? Because the scenes we at least get with him aren't just quick. We get a little bit extra, you know? So I don't want to, but I'm thinking we might get like 5 parts. And that might be kind of consistent for what we're going to do for like the rest of the guys. 5 to 6, depending on the choices we make. I think with Heisuke, we had a bunch of different options. Like with Okita, I feel like we've done a lot of the options from doing them in Saito's route, because I feel like some of them, like obviously in Heisuke, when we go down Harada or Shinpachi's route, a lot of the choices are going to be the same as what we made for Heisuke, because, oh, we're going to go on patrol with them, because it's the 3 of them together. It's like kind of teamed up. Like Hijikata's going to be completely motherfucking different, because he's like his own goddamn world over there, you know? And then especially some of the other guys, I think will be longer, you know. Kazama, definitely, because we'll be going down like, okay, I'm going to go with the demon. Bye, guys. You know. The 3 other guys that they added in, because we've met them. I don't even think we met one of the guys in Okita's path. Maybe we did, but it went fast. You know what I mean? We saw Iba. We did not meet Ryoma because we didn't go off with Saito in this path, so we never even met him. But like those 3 guys, there's going to be a lot of different content because they're side things. So you never know. I mean, so some of the paths might be a little bit shorter, some might be longer because there's going to be different content. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this part up here. I know we're a little bit under time, but like I said, I don't want to go because this could be really quick. It could just be 1 or 2 lines, or it could be like a 5-minute scene. I don't know. But anyway, I think we're okay. I think you're okay with me being a few minutes under as opposed to a few minutes over. And I mean, we're at about an hour anyway. And we usually get to about a little under an hour and 5. We get about an hour and 5 minutes max because... But that just means it's 5 minutes longer in the next part. But yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.